My name is Colby Garza, and this is My Good News. I've been attending gospel church for a year and a half, a little over a year and a half now. It's changed my life. I mean, whenever I first started coming here, just to meeting new people, joining small groups. I say over the last year and a half, I really found strong men of God, reading the Bible, actually getting the daily word, and just changed my life completely 360. After losing my brother in 2020, I had two paths that I could have went down. Found out that we were having Asher, and after losing him, I just started going down the wrong path as far as my own health. Drinking more, eating horribly, not taking care of my body, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor basically said I'm on a path of death, and that really changed my mindset because I had to switch gears and I had to get healthy, and that made me start running and working out, and most importantly, looking at my family and how am I going to be that leader for not only my son, but my nieces and nephews and my wife and my brothers and sisters and just my family in general. But I know one of the hardest things was leaving them as well. So once that happened, we had Asher, and home just didn't feel like home. And so we moved to Western New York, and that was really when I started battling with, am I done or am I lost, or where am I going to go from here? And I remember just sitting at the pier when we first moved here. I had no friends. I had family. My in-laws are in town. God, thank God for them. And I was sitting there and I'm just questioning the life at this point. I had it all, quote unquote, back at home. I had my business. I had a successful business. I had my friends. It seemed like everything, but I was missing me. I was missing the true, purest form of myself, the healthy form. And so when I moved here, I really relied on God. And I remember actually, I was at the park with Asher, and Pastor Randy was there. And this was, I think, 6 months before when we moved here. And she handed me the Good News, little hand card. And I remember putting it on I brought it home, and Jenny put it on one of our photos, and we kept looking. And she's like, we need to go to this church. So whenever we came here, that's when my life started changing. How I became a different leader, how I just looked at the situation, hindsight of whenever I moved here, it no longer was my identity to be this guy from Texas that once was this. It was now, I'm here, and these are my brothers and sisters in Christ, and this is where God put me, and let's just see where it goes. But I have to live every day to the fullest and give it my all, and just show people that if I can do it, you can do it. Man, honestly, it's my way of giving back. I feel like everyone in the church does so much. It's the least that I can do is show up and either help with production or service coordinating or whatever that needs to be done. I just feel like it's my calling to serve, and what other better place to serve than here? I would tell them, get in the Word, and you have to really believe that one, prayer answers the questions that you have and the problems that you have. And if you wholeheartedly believe that praying to your Father will change your life, it will. And then two, get yourself around a group of people that are gonna hold you accountable, but at the same time bless you with energy and faith and just lift you up when you're down. But you have to get around in small groups, and that's why we're talking about serving. And you got to serve, because the people around you, if they're serving with you, then they want to see you succeed too. So if you want to thrive, get around the right people.